Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Friday, April 22nd, 2016. I wanted to bring to your attention a potential top in oil. Now I say potential because ultimately we need to see where it closes today. But right now, I like the reversal on oil, and I like the setup. So take a look here. So notice how you made a pivot top a couple days ago, and then you kind of made a little bit of a lower high, and then you retested the high right here, pierced it, but then failed and came back down. And again, you can see very clearly if I put a trend line right here. You got it really just a tad above it, and then it came right back in. And notice how today's gains have virtually all been given up. So the reason why we focus in on a potential top here is because you're at the high range of a long moving or distant moving move in oil, right? So we've seen oil go from $26 a barrel now to the mid 40s basically. So you're up, I mean, percentage wise, astronomical. So anytime you're up huge on anything, whether it's a stock or a specific market or a commodity or a currency, you always start looking for those top signals. And that's what we want to do, right? So we want to figure out, because then you can get the short on it and make maximum amounts of money if you can pinpoint the top. So in this scenario, right, so this pierce and then this failure, if we negate that and we actually close negative today, so right now we're up 4 cents on the USO, and I'm using the USO as a proxy, obviously. It's the ETF that tracks oil. But if we were to close, let's say, below 1071. So basically 1070 close on the USO or lower. That to me would be a strong signal a potential top in oil is in. And essentially what's going on here is the bulls came out early and they couldn't hold their gains. So think about it like a battle between two forces. On one side you have the bulls, on one side the bears. And the bulls initially took the turf, right? They took the field. And then the bears came out and just pummeled them all the way back. And that's very kind of nerve-wracking and upsetting for the bulls in this scenario, because they thought they were going to take it higher and then ultimately came right back in. So it's kind of demoralizing, if you will. And if you get a reversal when it's this high, a lot of bulls are going to start to question whether or not oil is going higher. And that questioning then triggers more of them to sell, and the bears start to take control of the field. So again, look for this, folks. This is a very intriguing setup here for a potential top in oil. If oil tops with the technology earnings we've seen, this market definitely could see some more downside next week, although we do have the Federal Reserve meeting next week and many, many more earnings, lots of earnings. But ultimately, I think the Fed is probably the biggest thing. But on oil itself, this could be a signal. Now, let's watch and see where it closes, guys. Remember, a close below 1070 or, a close at 1070 or below triggers that. All right, bottom line is, come visit us at InTheMoneyStocks.com to get this hardcore analysis. We are taking trades on the USO basis, whether it's buying, or shorting oil stocks or the commodity itself. Come get those alerts in the research center. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take